So with the potential of freezing rain tonight into tomorrow, there are big concerns about power outages.
So ice could weigh down power lines and branches, causing some major issues. Let's check in with Dan Griffin driving along I-90. There's a winter storm watch in effect right now, along with a wind chill advisory. Dan, what are you seeing out there?
Hey, good morning to you. Well, I'll tell you, as we've been driving this morning, I've already seen WashDOT trucks already just going around their routes, really getting a good look at where everything stands right now. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see what we see. This is eastbound on I-90. We can see traffic moving along fairly well. They were able to get a good grasp of where things stood yesterday, but of course, they're preparing for what's to come. We have been through some rough ice and snowstorms in the past. More than a decade ago, more than 200,000 people found themselves without power after a nasty ice storm. Right now, there are no widespread outages in our region, but Puget Sound Energy says 280 line workers are positioned and ready to go as well. They're based at local service centers throughout the area, and these crews know that things can change in a flash. As I mentioned, it's a lesson we learned back in 2012 as ice piled onto a lot of snow across western Washington. Roads were a mess. There were thousands of crashes. Flights were affected at SeaTac. People were desperate to get the power back on, and there were concerns about the weight of all that ice and snow on buildings. A state of emergency was declared as people dealt with all kinds of damage too, included trees crashing into their homes, yards, and cars. And there were also concerns about getting products delivered. Well, we talked with officials at Puget Sound Energy about what you need to know ahead of this storm.
Throughout the year, Puget Sound Energy crews are busy trimming trees, working on reliability projects, and getting ready for the storms in the fall and winter seasons. Also, there were more than 35 tree crews that worked throughout the year to clear trees away from down power lines. These crews definitely jump into action again when storms hit to clear the trees that do fall onto those lines.
Now, Puget Sound Energy officials say it's crucial you do not run a generator inside your home, no matter what. They say that could create a situation where you have carbon monoxide building up inside. I also say it's a good idea to make sure you have emergency supplies, things like batteries, flashlights, non-perishable food, and plenty of blankets, excuse me. Puget Sound Energy also says that if you do have any kind of outages or you're concerned about outages, you can report those or track them on their website or their app as well. Again, this morning, as we were talking about a lot of wind, and obviously it's very, very cold outside. In fact, I want to flip this back around just so you can see that. Oh, not good timing. We'll try it again in the next little bit when we check back in with you. But for now, reporting live here, Dan Griffin, Fox 13 News. Back to you.